Welcome to the first holiday video, guys. We made it, kind of. I don't know if anybody else has been having the stress, but I've been having the stress. I hate shopping. It's the worst thing in the world. I don't know if you've been to a Michael's lately, but it's bad in there. So instead of doing the stress, let's do something not stressful. Some crafts. I was overly dramatic and the phone was upside down, so it was for nothing. So last week we did one of the notes in my phone, which was the alien video. I found one that was seasonally appropriate, and it simply says, Christmas witch. Let's do it. So the first part of this video is a little bit embarrassing because I thought I was recording the entire time I was drawing out the concept art, and it turns out I was not. But this is just the concept art. I should explain this just a little bit better, I think. I want to do a paper cutting for this instead of just a flat drawing, but just quickly to explain the design a little bit because I didn't record it. As far as the theme and everything, I kind of like the idea of her being like sugar theme, and the color palette, it's probably gonna be pastels, so I haven't fully decided anything. Also, I think originally I had considered giving her a familiar of some sort because she's a witch and everything, but I just couldn't decide what to give her. So I have no idea if she's gonna get a little companion of any sort yet. So let's just see what happens. I'm so sorry. So this project is gonna be pretty much all scrapbook paper because I have so much of it. I just can't help it. Every time I go to the craft store, they have those giant packs of paper that are just insanely cheap. And I think the 3 that I have on the table right now were buy one, get 2 free. And I also used a 40% off coupon. So I ended up getting 3 giant packs of paper for like $15, which is insanely good for heavy duty cardstock. So like if you guys are looking to get into paper cutting projects or just want really nice colors to do drawings on top of, these are pretty great. So the first thing I'm doing is just drawing the majority of the body onto the flesh tone paper, but I'm also going to draw the right arm and the right leg separately because I'm going to cut those out and place them behind the body just for a little bit more dimension. And now that that's done, I'm just going to cut that out super quick and try and figure out what color her hair is going to be. I had 2 colors in mind that I thought would be the best, but I'm still not 100% sold on either of them, so I'm just going to make multiple wigs and try them on her and see how that looks. And somehow my decision is even more difficult now. I like the 2 colors I initially picked, but I also really like the pastels. The green is very Christmassy. The bright pink, actually, I don't like as much as I thought I would. I kind of really like the mint. I don't mind the blonde, but it's not my favorite. I like the pastel pink too, but I think I'm kind of leaning more towards the mint. I'm just not sure. While I'm trying to figure that out, I'm just going to do the line art on the face and outline everything else. Usually when I do paper cuttings, I don't outline anything, and I thought it would be kind of interesting to actually outline everything this time and just see how that looks. So if it looks terrible, never do it again, but it could be cool. Let's just see how this goes. Now that everything's outlined, I just want to kind of see how it looks together and make sure I didn't ruin it by outlining everything. And I actually don't hate it, okay. After looking at these 3 colors for the last, I don't know how many minutes, I decided to go ahead and go with the mint, and then I'm going to go ahead and add some shadows and highlights with some markers and some gel pens. And now that I'm finished coloring the wig, I'm gonna go ahead and add shadows and highlights to all of the other parts so that it matches everything. Go ahead and check and make sure everything still lines up and looks right, especially with the shadows. And then I also need to quickly cut out some heels for the shoes. I'm just gonna use a plain black piece of cardstock that I had laying around and just cut a thin strip. Cut that in half and then bust out the Mod Podge to glue that together. And then while I'm waiting for that to dry, I'm going to go ahead and secure the wig. It is fairly secure on its own because I did cut a smaller hole for the bangs and then also the ear hole, but I just want to make sure it doesn't fall off, so I'm just gonna glue it. And now that the heels are hopefully dry, I'm just gonna cut those so that they're the same length as the shoe. Then I'm gonna go back in and add the ankle strap to the shoe because I forgot to do that when I was drawing it for some reason. And the next part is gonna be the hat. So I roughly traced the hat pattern onto a separate piece of paper so I can cut that one out and use it as a pattern on top of whatever paper I decide to use for the hat. I'm pretty sure I want to use this pink sprinkle paper because it's kind of on theme, right? So I'm just gonna quickly trace that, cut it out, and I drew it backwards. You know what? It's kind of cute. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add some shadows and outlines to the hat like I did with everything else. I really prefer the hat backwards, it's weird. All right, so this is what everything looks like so far. Just need to figure out what the hat band looks like. In the original concept art, I had it as like a ruffly type thing, but now that I'm looking at this waffle cone pattern paper that I have, I'm thinking that would make more sense. And it's on theme, so I'm just gonna use that instead. So the next part is gonna be the dress. I wasn't entirely sure which paper I wanted to use, so I just grabbed a couple of options, kind of see where I wanted to go. I really like the first one, but I feel like it kind of looks better as a background. So I'm just gonna set that one aside in case I want to do a diorama or something with it. But I do really like the white sprinkle pattern because it's similar to the hat, but it's not the exact same, so it looks like it matches, but it's not too samey, if that makes any sense. So I'm just gonna lightly trace around the body and kind of form the dress shape that way. Kind of figure out the length and everything. And then I'm just gonna cut that shape out and place it on top of everything and kind of see if there's anything I need to alter. So for the bottom layer, I'm gonna go ahead and use the chocolate brown paper that I had set aside because I think that would kind of go with the theme and everything. So now that that's done, I'm just gonna outline the dress like I did everything else and glue those two pieces together. So the next part's gonna be the apron. I'm pretty sure I wanna use the waffle pattern that I used for the ribbon on the hat just because it matches and I think it would be cute. Yeah, I really like how those look together, so I'm just gonna quickly make a waist tie and then a little bow for the back of the waist. And then I also have this transparent sprinkle paper, which might be sprinkle overload, but honestly, I don't care. So I'm just gonna make a lace trim type thing around the apron just because I think it would add something. You can't even really see that, but I'm just gonna glue it on anyway because I already cut it out. And then I'm just gonna glue everything on with Mod Podge. And then I'm just gonna add some glue onto the body piece so that I can attach the dress. And it's on. And now we're just gonna attach the other two body pieces. And she's mostly finished. But she still needs her wand and the ornament that she's holding. So I'm just gonna quickly draw some red lines on a piece of paper and cut out a wand and glue it to her hand. And then I'm just gonna cut some random shapes out of some paper and glue it to her other hand and call that an ornament. And she's done. I changed the ornament because I hated it. So there's that also. So I'm honestly not entirely sure why I decided to do this, but I just kind of wanted to make a snowman. So I'm just gonna do the same thing as before and pretty much just do a rough outline with pencil and go over that with some markers and cut that out. Oh, I hate his smug little face so much. He needs buttons and a nose. Oh no. And possibly a hat because, you know, it's cold. No, not that kind of hat. Oh jeez. Happy birthday, I guess. I don't know. You just need some little arms and then I'm gonna glue them together. And for the final piece, I wasn't entirely sure if I was gonna give her a little friend or anything, but I kind of had an idea earlier and I just wanna see if that's gonna work. So let's hope it's not ugly. So I thought, keeping with the theme, maybe she has a gingerbread cat? I feel like I'm grasping at straws at this point, but I wanted to give her somebody to hang out with. And I don't know, I kind of like him. So that's him. I just have to cut him out and finish coloring him in and see where we are from there. And give him some little gumdrop buttons because he needs those. I don't know, kind of looks like a clown. It's gonna be okay. We'll just say his name is Georgie. I don't know. And why did I make this? So there they are. Jeez. And last is the tree, which I did off camera because it took forever and I burned myself with the glue gun a lot. So nobody needs to hear what I was saying during that particular part of the process. And she lights up. Okay. And here's everything together. That does it for this week, guys, but I will see you next week with another Christmas craft. Thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, and I will see you next week.